Surrounding yourself with people who are also trying to build great things will accelerate your progress. I'm Cole. This is my journey of becoming a professional soccer player, building a bootstrap business, and showing my path to self-mastery. I make these videos to help teach people how to create their ideal life. Today's video is the main takeaway that I had from a conversation with a friend who's now a successful entrepreneur at 19. For some context about him, we both live in the small village for the summer, and this is the first time that I've seen him in 3 years. Around 3 years ago, I remember he was starting his content journey. I didn't really think anything would come. This was a fault on me on who I was at the time. I've changed my mindset to think that someone trying something new is a good thing. No matter where they're at and how little success they have so far, trying is so much better than not doing anything. In the space of 3 years, he's created a successful media company where he teaches people, specifically Balkans, how to edit YouTube videos. He has a full course and community on how to do this, helping different people with different levels of involvement and price, and he's made quite a bit of money for a 19-year-old. He's made enough money and his business is virtual so he can travel and work at the same time. When talking to him, I was trying to learn about what his business was, trying to learn as much as I could. Him telling me about how his business is set up and what people he has around him helping made it very clear that he's very good at executing. Execution is vital in business. Everyone is the strategist / planner and has all these giant ideas of things that they want to do. But it's a select few people that can take those ideas and actually put them in the real world. Being able to decrease the time between thought and action can make you millions of dollars. We were hanging out in a group of people, but at the end of the night, it was just us talking for an hour or two until 4 a.m. Something that he said that really stuck with me from our conversation was removing I hope or I want from your vocabulary. I was asking him about where he was living and visas, and then wishing him luck on the future. He expressed how he had some difficulty with some visas, so I said, I hope it works out. He paused me for a second and said, oh, like I hate when people say that, because I had the intention of whatever he was going to do to work out. He explained to me how he learned the concept from reading a book. The overall premise was, instead of talking in terms of what you hope or want to happen, talk as if it were going to happen. In the example of our conversation just now, instead of me saying, I hope your visa works out, saying it will work out. This isn't like a profound shift in terms of like, oh, it completely changed how my mind works, but these little things will add up for me to be closer to my ideal self when I don't even know a full picture of who he is. I don't know what I don't know. There's going to be different mindset frames that I'm going to have to learn over time. I can't visualize the perfect way to think right now because I don't do it, but I can continue to try to learn from other people and learn for myself on what works the best for me. When I heard this line, that was something that I thought I could implement into my own thinking. In the future, I can condition myself getting away from, oh, I hope this happens or I want this happens, into it will work out. I think that is very important in different aspects of life. The first thing that comes to mind are your goals, and then the second thing that comes to mind is talking to a girl. Changing your language and changing the way you talk to yourself will change your belief on the topic. You're going to have even more confidence in your ability, and that will make it even more likely for it to work out. In business, you don't want to talk about what you hope to do. You want to talk about what you're going to do and when you're going to get it done by. For me, I'm building my app. I'm going to work. Not I hope to work or I want to work. I will get this done. Not I want to get this done or I hope I get this done by this date. Or when talking to a girl, it will work out. A lot of people are very nervous and don't have self-belief that if they go to approach a girl, it's going to work out. Of course, you don't want to be so overconfident that you become arrogant, but having belief in yourself that you do have the ability to get whatever done will help you in your journey no matter what you're choosing to do. Learning to make this subconscious belief in yourself is very important, especially if you are someone who has struggled with confidence in the past. There are multiple different ways to build yourself up to become a confident person. This is just one approach that will help you along in your journey. Especially for the next day, I want you to consciously think about your thoughts, thinking about in your mind when you say I want or I hope. The most important thing you can do is catching that behavior. Now, you're not going to be perfect, especially if you're just starting out, but it's important to recognize what you're thinking. This will allow you to analyze if you need to condition yourself to think something else. Your mind is one of the most important muscles that you can train. Without having a stable mind, it makes it hard to do anything. In the next day, I want you to catch your thoughts of you saying I want or I hope. Then every single time you catch yourself, I want you to replace your thoughts with "it will work out," not "I want to do this work, I will do this work." You're going to do this for the next day. If you find it successful and it works for you, continue to try to catch yourself when making these mistakes. Over time, you'll think more like your ideal self. I hope you got some value from the video, and thank you for watching.